Hey, hey, hey. Time for another out of this world story from our space. Private investigator caught my wife cheating the past 4 days. I caught my wife cheating for the past 4 days. Suspected for months, finally confirmed. She went to the guy's house for an hour and 20 minutes. I won't go into details because they're too painful right now. I meet with the lawyer tomorrow. I plan on filing for divorce. We have 4 kids together and a stepdaughter I have raised since 4. I feel so bad for my kids, but she has pied at every turn and only tried to make me out as the bad guy for suspecting her. I am a good father and a great husband. I don't understand why this is happening. I am 4 years younger than her, in great shape, and have always been there for her. Why do people do this? I hope my children will be all right. I'm confused because I'm still madly in love with my wife. I have been on top of my husband game, even reading books and carrying out the advice. Why is there such cruelty in this world? I have been reading this forum for 4 days now and have to say thank you to all the kind souls that give great advice here. This forum has been a huge help. Thank you advance for giving a crap. Update. I filed for divorce today and then cleaned out the bank accounts. I left $100 in a joint checking. She thought I was out of town for work and went over to this house again. I got that too. She had no clue. Afterwards, I asked her if she was ready to be honest. She said about what? I told her the affair. She never cried. She was just sorry that she got caught. She told me she felt like he was her friend and that they only had sex twice. Such a liar. I recorded the conversation after that where she admitted to it again. She got angry when I told her I want half of the house. She threatened to do things I won't like if I insist on that. I told her I loved her and would still be there for her. She didn't care, only about the house. This is an effed up world. She gave me some details like that they started talking at the Little League fields. Edit. So, since telling her I know, she has turned my 4 kids against me, telling them that dad is a little heartbroken and he is mad, so he is taking it out on baseball. That's why he left. Another edit. I just told my 2 older sons what happened over dinner. It seems as if my wife has spent the past week normalizing cheating on her husband to the kids. They just shrugged it off after listening. I hope I made the right call. I also told the boys that their mom is very dishonest and that I think that it is sick that she is still bringing them to Little League Baseball. 3/16/21. Next edit. I have my 2 daughters tonight at my mom's. I was advised not to tell them about stuff. My 9-year-old daughter looks very sad. About to take them for ice cream. Their mom had them at Little League baseball fields for all afternoon after she left the kids at home so she could spend this morning with her boyfriend. She has no shame and is sorry not at all. What a sick human being. She hasn't contacted me at all besides texting me the bills, which I don't respond to. Life sucks, and I don't think I will ever love a woman again. 3/18/21. Alright, let's get some support from the community. Threw away my dead heart says, yep, like the others said, it's not about you. I was in a similar situation. I mean, there's always things you can work on, but for example, my wife's friends and family all would say how she is so lucky to have such a great husband and father for her children. I took pride in being everything about a man and father that I wish I had growing up. Still do. Point is, my initial reaction was the same. Like, what did I do wrong? I was really analyzing the crap out of myself. Then on top of it, I found out this guy is a total loser, drug addicted, messing up his own family and job. That really made me crazy. I can tell you, years later, that sounds crazy to me that I even thought that way. It was 100% her selfish need for attention. I really was and am a good husband and father. I think you will find this clarity as well once everything comes into focus. Also, like everyone said, buckle up for the ride. She is most likely going to try to take you on. Denial, lies, crying, the works. Good luck, brother. Admirable AD801 says, you will love again. It's easy for her. This is round 2. She is sure of herself and she won round 1 with her ex because she said there was abuse. Do not worry too much about your kids. Life teaches lessons. Hers will come one day. But to wait around for it is a waste. Move on. Build yourself. Remember your children are watching and learning. You can teach them to blow up on self-pity. Or man up and walk this dark trail. Personally, I would also attend baseball when my kids practice. I will not engage any one of the two. If she walks over, just walk away. Or say firmly, I am here for my kids. Not to talk to you about what you, a coach, did behind my back. Please leave me alone. Hopefully, there will be a couple of people in earshot hearing this. Before you know it, there will be a new coach. People do not like people with no respect for relationships dealing with their children. It will lead to their children seeing people messing around and seeing this as normal. Every man there that hears about this will wonder when it will be his wife's turn. They will ostracize him and her in a month. Do not hide their infidelity. Even if you say nothing, it will still scare the crap out of the coach love. Knowing there is a betrayed spouse in the crowd. It is a public place and you can go there. You may even enjoy watching your kids bypass her when they see you and come to you. Take back what you lost. Face the cheaters. Show them you are better. If someone asks, tell them that you came, but that your wife is cheating with the coach, and that makes it embarrassing for you. But you want to be there for your kids. This is me. Game on. I'm not sure if the cheating is started, but I really need outsiders' opinions. My husband is a narcissist. I know this. So it's hard for me to grasp onto what's real and what's not. I don't know if I'm being lied to, manipulated and gaslit, or if I'm truly making a big deal out of nothing. Please, 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 someone help me. My husband and I have been together for 14 years. We used to work at the same place together for many years as well. We were quite happy, spending most of our time with one another. Well, the restaurant we worked at was sold, and we were basically let go. Now, currently, I'm the only one working, and I feel like this is where things have started to go downhill. He literally sits inside all day, every day, on his laptop gaming. He's been complaining how depressed he's been, and I truly believe it's because he literally only does that. Well, then I started getting snippets of the convo with his new friend. I should preface this by saying my husband has many female friends. In fact, most of his friends are female. This friend is also female, but I've had an off feeling about their friendship from the jump. Then he started taking long walks at night that I was not allowed to go on. He has chronic nerve pain and he rarely can walk to the restroom, coupled with the fact that he started talking about this friend quite often. She supposedly speaks to him because her husband is abusive and she's trying to get out. What he wasn't telling me during these chats, which by the way I thought were online, was that he was telling her our issues as well. Then I woke up one morning and he was on the phone with her. He stayed on the phone with her for hours. When I came out of the room, he took the phone outside for the remainder of their chat. That's when I started asking him if this was a regular thing. Do they call each other a lot? He claimed they don't. He also claimed after that first time, first to me, who knows if it was the first phone call, that he wasn't calling her anymore. Something just felt, and still does feel, off about it. So I started asking him if he's calling her on these walks he takes, to which he denied this as well. So began me subtly hinting that their friendship was making me feel uncomfortable. I was hoping he'd stop talking to her, hoping he'd consider how I felt. He didn't. So I started telling him it makes me uncomfortable. He still kept up the friendship, and phone calls I didn't know about. Then I flat out asked him to stop talking to her. He said he would, but you guessed it, he didn't. Then comes Vegas, which, by the way, is where she lives. His family was taking a one-day vacation to Vegas. We joined. As soon as we got to our room, he said he was going on one of his walks. He didn't want me to go. He was gone for almost 3 hours. Before he left, he'd been complaining the tablet internet wasn't working. He took the tablet, so he says, to stay in touch with me, which he did not. In fact, he said he didn't contact me because supposedly he was gone that long because he got lost, because the internet wouldn't work. I found this all really odd, but let it go because I wanted to have fun. Fast forward to this morning. I woke up early for work. Of course, he was playing the game with her. I made a few comments about how much they talk and left. During my bus ride, I just had this nagging feeling something is not right. I'd never snooped through his things. I did today, though. He'd mentioned he speaks to her on Twitter because there her husband doesn't know. Supposedly her husband is controlling to a scary degree. I went through their messages. Nothing sexual nor flirty, but I did find out he had been calling her on those walks. Well, calling her period and lying about it. So I turned back around to confront his lie at home. Through the confrontation, I find out that he also called her while we were in Vegas, when he left for his walk. He's claiming there's nothing going on between them. He's claiming they didn't meet in Vegas. He's claiming they didn't even stay on the phone because she couldn't while we were there. Or he's fighting tooth and nail that they're just friends. So I asked him, If y'all are just friends, why hide that y'all are chatting on the phone? He claims it's because he didn't want me mad. It's a whole lot more than that said. It's just too much to type, really. The gist of it is he is claiming nothing is going on. So I'm asking people from the outside, am I in the wrong? He's talking to this girl about our material problems as well. She apparently told him I don't love him, but they're just friends. Please, someone tell me that I'm either crazy or overreacting and he didn't meet up with her in Vegas, or that he is cheating or on the verge of it, and I'm not crazy. Please help. They want some help? Let's give it to them. Tertiary78 says, it is absolutely, at a minimum, 100% an emotional affair. Hard to tell if it's turned sexual since he is hiding evidence, but he is absolutely choosing time with her over time with you at best. It only gets worse from there. He is clearly more interested in his relationship with her right now than the one with you.